Oh, those actually are race cars. Howdy, folks. Welcome to episode 2 of the Nature's Darkest podcast. I'm Kain Benage.
And this is Kevin Benage.
We got a few things to cover before we get started on today's episode.
Well, before you get to, this podcast was recorded on July 1st of 2018 at 11:07 p.m.
Well, it's not going to be 11:07 p.m. by the time we're done with it.
No, but go ahead.
Okay, so you're probably noticing the upgrade in audio quality. We've got a real microphone now. We're not using a dinky little webcam anymore.
Which did its purpose.
It did its job well, but it retired, and now we have something better. Also, because of the sensitivity of this microphone, you might hear some strange noises in the background. We promise we're not haunted by demons, at least I think. There are car races going on in the background right now. We live pretty close to the racetracks, and they are going around in circles at God knows how fast.
So yeah, if you hear some, if you if you hear Kane's mating call there, it's just the motorists.
Yeah. Worry not. No beastly growls exist here, as far as we know. So, the first episode was pretty successful. It wasn't a huge major production. It didn't get like thousands of views, but compared to the rest of the stuff on the channel, it did fairly well.
It did very well, and I was very happy with it. I think that we're producing quite a bit of new content, which is giving people to listen.
So, thank you for your support. The Nature's Darkest podcast. The Nature's Darkest podcast is powered by you.
You are the bosses. We actually sit down and we listen to what everyone has to say.
We got a couple of comments about our colorful language last time, which, by the way, I should mention you started.
Yes. But anyways, we're no longer going to swear during these podcasts. These are
maybe a little.
These are going to be family friendly, and if we're going to try to beep them out if we do.
Well, I was thinking more PG-13. PG-13, because, it's going to slip at some point, knowing us.
And you the viewers or the listeners are our bosses.
Yeah. If you have any topics, suggestions, or questions, feel free to send them in on Facebook, email us, put them in the comments down below. You're in charge here. We will talk about whatever you want us to talk about.
To start out more on a personal relations, hey Alex, it's your 16th birthday, buddy. It was on the 26th of June. Happy belated birthday, buddy.
All right, with that out of the way, our topic of discussion today. Oh gosh, I wish I could talk.
It was the real X-Files.
We're not talking about the TV show here. We're talking about legitimate points of mystery.
Well, speaking about the X-Files, you know what my nickname in college was?
Do tell.
Mulder.
Huh. Could have seen that one coming.
Because, I used to wear trench coats and all this, and I believed...
You are still a heavy believer of extraterrestrial life.
Just a lot of things in general. But yeah, the real X-Files, why are they here?
These cover way more than just aliens. We should probably preface. These cover pretty much every strange happening in the world that isn't covered by your typical haunting or shaky UFO video. This is really creepy, weird stuff.
And all of this stuff is real X-Files stuff. I mean, this is something that the CIA or the FBI have released over the counter of years, made it public domain, declassified. And basically,
these are files of strange events, strange investigations that have gone down from usually pretty trustable sources.
Yeah, these are government official investigations.
All right, let's stop teasing him now and let's give him a
right,
taste.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
This is where someone usually screams Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy! I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, take it to the top. Take it to the top.
All right, let's do. This is from Linda Moulton House. She is the original writer of these articles that we're going to relay to you. So all credit goes to Linda Moulton Howe. So,
all right. This latest article was released on June 27th, 2018, and it details mysterious bloodless animal beheadings in Niles, Ohio. It's like Chupacabra, but one step up.
I didn't know there was a Nile in Ohio.
No, you'd be surprised about just what kind of wacky towns exist in the United States.
I know there's like an Erie, Indiana.
I mean, we have a town called Chugwater, for God's sake. Chugwater.
Hey, we also got Casper. All right, so yeah, this event.
So
now this
yeah,
really.
why don't you read the quote?
Yeah, this really doesn't give us much information. But
this is, if you're curious for yourself, before we begin, this is a website called Earthfiles.com. Earthfiles.com. It will make you subscribe to read the rest. It just gives you little teasers, and that's what we're going to give you now. We're basically plugging them for free.
But we're giving the author her own...
That's what plugging is.
Yeah, okay. So, as I was making my way through the field, following my path, I came upon this severed, bloodless, fresh baby deer head laying in the middle of my walking path. Once further inspected of it, I noticed it was bloodless, and the
incisions were surgical.
Sorry, I apologize. I have.
You know what? I'll read from now on. He's a dyslexic boy. In regards to the area of the skin and the neck, the vertebrae were perfectly cut. This is a quote by Dr. Anthony Montevideo, a DDS in Miles, Ohio.
Okay, so we got some strange lunatic going around chopping things' heads off.
Is it a lunatic? Is it an alien lunatic? Is it a human lunatic? Is it even a lunatic at all? Or is this more devilish in nature?
As the late Dr. Father David Oster once said, when it comes to paranormal or supernatural studies and investigations, always go to the simplest explanation before submitting it to, going into more paranormal. This case here, just by with this paragraph, maybe it was some type of high school or college
dorm room initiation gone horribly wrong.
Yes. Obviously, we really can't get too much, information about just reading a paragraph, obviously, but...
that makes you want to go check them out for yourself.
So, but,
let's check out some more here, shall we? All right. Mystery of 300 missing cattle from San Luis Valley, Colorado. All right. Is there ancient archaeology in the continent of Antarctica?
Oh.
Is there? You thought of something. I hear the wheels turning.
Well, the possibility's there. I don't know if Antarctica's like really fully explored, and if it is, they're keeping hush hush, or well, they're just probably saying it's just full of ice and snow.
I mean, we have found dinosaur fossils in Antarctica before, but for how long was Antarctica livable? Because it's not just an ice sheet like the North Pole, it is an actual fully functioning continent.
Yes. I don't know. I know hardly nothing about the Antarctic other than...
It's cold.
It's cold and there's penguins there.
There's penguins. Penguins are surprisingly big, you know that?
Yeah.
They're like... Some of them can get like chest high.
Yeah.
Like big birds.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let's see here. Let's let's click on something interesting.
From booms to animal mutilations to aliens and genetic engineering, this one was released on December 10th, 2017.
Okay, so again, the original creator was the
Linda Moulton Howe.
Linda Moulton Howe.
Each of these articles starts off with a quote and then makes you subscribe for the actual content. So the quote here is from a anonymous radar operator in the 647th ACNW. I was in the United States Air Force for 4 years, stationed at Manassas, Virginia, right? Back in 1958 and 1959. While on duty, we tracked many UFOs, very fast, sometimes very high, 100,000 feet, with high finder radius FPS 6 and other technologies.
You're speaking another foreign language to me about that.
It's radar tech. Radar sends out a signal, it goes boop,
Yeah.
and it bounces off something, it boop back.
I know, like, some ham techs can actually get trained in radar.
Yeah, you were looking to become a ham tech for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I was studying, waves and sounds and frequencies.
We were studying the breadth of number stations, which could be a potential Nature's Darkest episode, at least a topic for the podcast in the near future.
Most definitely. I mean, there's
some spooky stuff floating around the air.
I second that one.
Most of these cover alien sort of topics. A lot of cattle mutilation. This is full of cattle mutilation. Two cows bloodlessly mutilated. Let me see. How many dead animals can I find on this page? Oregon cow mutilation.
What's this about the Alaskan Underground Dark Pyramid?
All right, this is a little two-parter.
6, looks like. Excuse me.
This one offers a little bit more in terms of quotes. Of course, you have to subscribe to read the content. This comes from a Huey helicopter pilot delivering cargo to a military at the supposed Dark Pyramid site in spring of 1978.
2 years after I was born. Holy cow. Okay, let's do this.
This is as super secret a situation as the Manhattan Project was. For those who don't know, the Manhattan Project was the project in which many famous scientists, mostly physicists, came together to build the atomic bomb.
Let's see.
Einstein was one of them.
Wasn't Einstein also part of the Philadelphia Project?
Was he?
Yes.
I mean, you're asking for me to check, so I don't know why I'm checking with you.
Yeah, the Manhattan Project was the atomic bomb, but the Philadelphia Project was about time and space and warping and portaling.
Which apparently it wasn't as successful. I mean, we're more capable of blowing each other up than we are,
Well,
breaking
I don't
the laws
know.
of physics.
According to the Philadelphia Project, people, they were successful in teleporting the ship, but they ended up having some of the crew members of the ship, being transmognified into or I don't even know if that's
Transmognified.
they were mended there with the ship. They were like
Wow.
body parts like sticking out of the floor and walls and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
such a way with words.
Yes, I know.
You're talking about this gruesome scene. I'm just, wow. Wow.
But some of the sailors that were on that ship, though, were able to turn themselves invisible
Really?
after that. Yeah. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, this sounds an awful lot like urban legend or hearsay. This would have to go through some extreme vetting.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is your homework assignment.
Oh, you're giving them homework again?
Yes, every episode, because we are here to teach them about all of this.
All right.
Go look up the Philadelphia Project and type your comments down below. Let us know.
Real, fake, somewhere in between.
Just let us know your personal opinions. You're not going to be graded. You're not going to be judged. No judging here.
I mean, we could leave a couple like B minuses under some comments, just a little gag. Expect that.
So anyways, getting back to these black pyramids that were found in Alaska.
So, we were at the Manhattan Project. Nobody is supposed to know this place even exists. Good job. This thing is some kind of power generator, and it's thousands of years old. It's made out of stone like a pyramid. They don't know where it came from, who made it, or how it works. But it can generate enough power to power the whole north slope of all of Alaska. And probably the whole country of Canada. That's how much juice it puts out, and they don't have a clue where it came from, and it's underground.
Weird.
Ah, God bless whistleblowers. So yeah, this one's lengthy. This one's got a lot going to it. I've never heard of this Dark Pyramid.
So let's... All right, so correct me if I'm wrong. The topic of pyramids, even on the ones in Egypt, they don't know what the blankety blank they do, other than just house dead people.
Yeah, they're actually pretty difficult to explore. We can't go around knocking down walls in there, sorry. Egyptian government won't let us do that.
Wasn't there like water ducts and stuff like that were also inside the pyramids?
There could have been. There's a lot of... I don't remember what the number is, but it's pretty small. We only have a certain percentage of the pyramids explored. There's this video released some time back of somebody demanding ransom money, or he would publish a video that he took with an RC car in the pyramids. And
Oops. Did he?
I guess he got his money because that video was never released.
Dang.
Yeah, maybe there is something in there.
Well,
pyramids are a weird discussion. Humanity is infatuated with pyramids. You find some in South America, Egypt.
Okay, the pyramids are like dragons. They're found everywhere on every continent, every ancient religion. Almost. I mean, they're pretty widespread. I mean, there's even like in South America, near Mexico. There's even some that were found over in New England.
Are you talking about pyramids or dragons?
Pyramids. I think I need more coffee. Did you hear?
Pyramids are where they keep the dragon eggs. Confirmed. You can't change my mind on this one. I'm convinced. I believe.
Guarded by fierce nightmares and unicorns.
Unicorns. I love that. So anyways, Dark Pyramid powering all of Alaska. I mean, we're still deeply entrenched in an energy crisis, so if this thing is out there, let's actually use it.
Well, no, let's not use it. What if it's like some death machine that's gonna like summon, I don't know.
Cthulhu.
See, Dr. Malcolm from Jurassic Park.
Oh, I know where you're going with this one.
No, it's not Life Finds a Way, but it does.
Life finds a way, but what does this have to do with pyramids?
But, people, they find something down deep underneath the ground and they're like, hey, let's turn this baby on. Somewhere in their pea brains, do they realize that they said, should we? What if it summons like the portal to the ninth plane of hell?
Have you seen the comment where some like dog demon beast is questioning like, mortal, you have entered the ninth plane of hell. How did you get here? I got lost getting to the kitchen. I'm not a smart man. Oh, that's out of order. I couldn't do it justice. It's really funny, though.
No, he just went through the refrigerator and he thought he was going to see Zool. No, but it's all serious. I mean, what pea-brain scientist goes down and says, hey, how can I flicker this thing on? I mean, seriously.
I guess you have a point, but... I'm also kind of thinking, how did they realize this thing generates power?
A Ryan moment.
I mean...
Oops. I mean, seriously.
Explain Ryan moment to those not in the loop.
All right, we have this guy.
Good friend.
Good friend. Really good friend. Clumsy as hell. Has the worst bad luck ever. I'm sorry, Ryan, if you're listening to this. I'm sorry, but it's true. Yeah, it's just a Ryan moment. Playing Dungeons and Dragons or any RPG, there's a lot of Ryan moments where he goes, oops.
Oops. I mean, there are ways to test if something produces power. Like they have power meters, right? It's
Well, yeah.
But how did they think to put a power meter up to this ancient archaeological dig?
I don't know.
Maybe somebody touched it and they got zapped.
Well, who's to say that this is completely fabricated too? And this is.
I mean, it very well could be. This is definitely urban legend material. There's something fascinating about the unknown when it comes to ancient humans.
But the thing is that this world is much bigger than what a lot of people think it is.
Yeah.
And everyone's comfortable with their little GPS and their little cell phones and their little gadgets, and they feel comfortable what's right in front of them, but they don't realize that there's more to this world.
Back in my day!
Well, yeah, back in my day. It's like that, the hole over in the North Pole where the whole hollowed earth type thing is,
Oh, they turned the TV up again. There's some kids still up watching TV in their bedroom, and we asked them to keep it down, but...
Yeah, well, maybe this is where we put some soft music in ourselves and... Okay, so anyways, let's... But yeah, you should check out this website. It's...
Okay, I found the portion of the website. I keep bumping the microphone, I'm sorry. I found the portion of the website talking about cattle mutilations and would wolves kill 19 elk in Wyoming one night and not eat them? Mutilation perpetrators.
Actually, that is actually based on a real event.
Based on a real event? I mean, so is The Conjuring.
It's literally...
We've never seen a chair flip up onto the ceiling.
That's true, I have not. But I thought they determined that the elk thing, or it was deer or something, it was antelope. It was in the Midwest of Wyoming, near Casper. And I thought they contributed that to some type of bacteria or fungal thing that went on. But
maybe it was that weird wolf bear thing they found in Montana.
Oh. Did you hear about the DNA that came back as a wolf?
It came back as a wolf, but that thing does not look like a wolf.
No, it does not.
It looks beastly. Maybe there's just a species of wolf out there that we're not familiar with, because every time somebody takes a look at it, they think, crap, I don't want to deal with this, and then they forget all about it. Intentionally, probably. Yeah, that thing was scary looking. See? Elk and cattle mutilations, mystery of some 50 bloodlessly mutilated cats, foxes, and rabbits south of London, more animal mutilations, update on Kansas cattle mutilations, bloodless animal mutilations in Argentina and England, good lord. They have it out for us.
Okay, answer me this. Maybe one of our viewers can actually, write a comment on this one. Why would aliens want to come down and dissect animals when they're abducting humans? I mean, obviously they're probing humans. I guess that's
of
really...
course, obviously. There's no room for debate on that one. Nobody could ever say, I don't think that's true.
But,
of course not.
Why animals? Why are they doing the...
they're saying you're next.
Take me home.
It's a culture thing. Don't you get it? It's a culture thing.
No, I don't get it. That's why I'm asking.
God, you're racist. So, I think that does it for the X-Files. We don't want to talk about any more dead animals. Why don't you talk about what happened this morning or last night?
It was earlier this morning. It was like 1 o'clock this morning.
Right.
Oh, man. Holy macaroni, man.
All right, we get it. What'd you tell the story?
All right, so I was sleeping heavily because I took my nighttime medication, and I was sleeping very heavily. Well, my son Arthas and Havoc were staying up, and they come in, and they tell me, Dad, there's someone knocking at the door. So I kind of like, what? You woke me up for this? And they're like, yeah, someone is knocking at the door. It happened 6 times, and every time when we look in or open at the door, no one would be there.
Did you hear the knocking yourself?
I did not hear the knocking. Of course, I sleep with an air conditioner and 18 billion fans.
I'm always up at 1 in the morning. You know this.
Yeah.
I know this. Everybody who knows me knows that
You're nocturnal.
I am a habitual night owl. You will not get me any time before noon to do anything. But I did not hear this knocking either.
Well, you know, they were also saying that Lucy and Charlie were out here staring at the door.
Lucy and Charlie are our beautiful, beautiful dogs.
But yeah, it kind of freaked us out because the night before that, me and Arthas were watching more YouTube ghost stuff.
Right.
You know, of course we were trying,
as you do.
Yeah, you know, we're trying to creep ourselves out and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, it's just. But yeah, it's just like.
But yeah.
They just came in and just. What do we do? I'm like, tell them to go away.
Knock back.
I just told them go away. You know, it's 1:30 in the morning. Tell them to go away.
It's Morse code for open the damn door.
So, but yeah, apparently this morning when I got up, the door was locked.
We don't lock the door, by the way, folks. Please, come rob us.
We live in a dark street. You won't be able to... you won't have any witnesses for it at all.
We have an open book policy on anybody who wants to take our stuff.
Yeah, just leave some quarters in the donation jar or something, all right?
We need a donation jar. We have a jar for money that we're saving up for Disneyland. You put $20 in that, and anything you want in this house is yours. We're not serious. Please do not rob us.
So, yeah, we've been just...
Ever since you've gotten back into the paranormal has seemingly gotten back into you.
Yeah, thanks, Kain. Appreciate
You are welcome. I take full responsibility for this, and I am glad.
You know, you actually saw me do a paranormal investigation in Lovell.
Right.
We are currently processing all of that.
No details yet.
But we're processing that. It does take a lot of physical mentality to go through this. And I'm not going to sit here and say everybody to everyone. But it takes a toll on everything. And it's like smoking, okay? If it don't get you now, it's going to get you later. No, I'm serious. I mean, it's just... It's since I started doing all this paranormal stuff, I've had 3 major surgeries, 2 separate different types of health diagnoses. And
Are you sure that's not just 2 things lining up that
I think it's completely genetics, but the timing's really uncanny.
You think?
A little bit. So
I mean, I know you consistently say there's no such thing as a coincidence, but a coincidence just occurs when you put 2 things together that should not be put together.
But yeah, you're right. You know, I keep saying that there's dangers to going out and to do this, and I know we talked about this last episode, but seriously, people, get the training. Seriously, get the training before you go out.
You're going to scare them away. They're not going to get the training now. They're going to run away and hide under their blankets, like I would.
Well, that should be for another YouTube channel. You know, scary stories.
Ooh, scary stories. I mean, we might as well tell scary stories here. If you got a scary story that's happened to you, send it in, and we'll call you out on it.
Yeah, tell you what, one of the ideas that I want to push towards is maybe doing like a live questioning and answering live stream type thing.
Yeah, our plans for the podcast moving forward. We didn't mention this yet, but we want to take it in a direction to where when it's popular enough, we will set up a Patreon for Nature's Darkest. And people who donate maybe $5 a month get to sit in on us recording the podcast live. They can ask any questions they like, and we'll answer them right on the spot. Like I said, this is a viewer-directed show.
So what do you think about, like, us taking phone calls, like some other programs that are way popular than this right now?
I mean, we could. Just send your voice as a recording in an email.
I mean, we could deal with something like Skype or something, can't we?
I mean, not everyone uses Skype, though. And plus, you know, with all those shows, you always get some crazy calling in that sits there and drolls on about their UFO experience for half an hour, and you know they're making it up, but you just can't disconnect them because then, you know, they'll complain.
Yeah, that's another bad side effect about getting into all of this is you get some really crazies that...
You get some people that will talk just anything that pops into their mind. While we were doing that investigation level, we were told about this tornado of souls that would happen in the middle of the cemetery at 1 a.m. on the winter solstice.
On the dot.
On the dot.
Yeah.
It gets weird out there, folks.
It does, and
people are often weirder than the unknown.
So, do you have any new experiences to share with people?
I actually do not have any new experiences. And I mean, I'm going out trying. I'm looking for them. But I'm not getting anything new recently. It's all happening to you guys. Maybe I'm just displeasurable to the supernatural, but I haven't seen anything recently. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. That also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's true too. Because earlier today, the pantry door opened up by itself.
The pantry door does that, though. Like, our pantry door opens itself up all the time. Like, if it's not latched shut, it will just swing open. Never closes itself, though.
That's a bad sign that our trailer's uneven. It's unleveled.
Yeah. Yeah, earlier today, while we were setting up, we heard this loud thump, and we saw the entire wall, like, shake. We don't know what that was about, but, yeah, I think our trailer is settling in an unsettling direction.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're approaching just the past 31 minutes now.
31 minutes now. All right. We've lost all our viewers by this point. We're not talking about anything special. So let's talk about plans for future episodes.
Okay. Well, for future episodes, as for this video series, Nature's Darkest, I finally got the first episode finally narrated.
Beautiful.
I just got to put it all together now.
Can we talk about what it's about, or not yet?
We can.
All right, you're the mastermind.
Ancient aliens.
Ancient aliens, of course. The pyramids were dropped by the Anunnaki right onto Egypt.
The second episode I'm actually looking really forward to. It's the 6th mass extinction.
I mean, that's not really paranormal. That's just climate change.
Well,
I mean, it's scary, yeah, but it's not something that's unknown. Even though a lot of people deny climate change is happening, it is.
And the third episode is going to be about that ship, SS...
He's looking through the notes.
I got a lot of notes.
Yeah, originally for this X-Files episode, we had physical copies, but somebody came in and jumbled them up, and so now they're useless because they are just so thick.
And we're bouncing all over the place here, so...
Yeah, we might as well. They're just random blank sheets of paper thrown in there for good measure. Somebody really did some damage on this.
They weren't happy with me doing... here we go.
Probably a child. It was at the very bottom. Should I read?
Yeah. Start. So, anyways, we're actually going to do a real video of the SS
Orang-Medan.
Orang-Medan. Is that how you pronounce it?
I believe so. I mean, we could go to Google right now and have Google translate, like read it out to us. Let me get a drink real quick.
Yeah, I can see the comments. Be better prepared.
Get good, you're boring. On May 29th, 1958, I sent you a letter concerning crews disappearing from ships on the high seas, or ships which have disappeared without trace. Well, I have just read a weird story concerning the Dutch vessel SS Orang Medan. I will be indeed grateful for your opinion on this story. Also, do you think something from the unknown is involved? In early February 1948, an SOS came from the SS Orang Medan. Dutch and British listening posts located the vessel as it proceeded through Malcolm Strait. The sea was calm, the weather was clear. SOS. SOS. Again came the frenzied call after a short silence. All officers, including captain, dead. Lying in chart room and on bridge. Probably whole crew dead. Then followed a series of indecipherable dots and dashes, and then quite clearly, I die. Oh hey, we found part 2 finally. Cool. More reading for you. Rescue ships from Dutch Sumatra and British Malaya rushed to the indicated location of the vessel in distress. They found her only 50 miles from the position given. Boats were put over the sides to investigate. I'm sorry, this is hard to read. This is smudged as hell. This came printed this way, by the way. When boating parties reached the Orang Medan, they found an eerie sight. There wasn't a living creature on the ship. The captain lay dead on the bridge. The bodies of the other officers sprawled in the wheelhouse, chart room, and wardroom. The faithful Sparks was slumped in a chair in the radio shack, his hand still on the sending key. The bodies of the crew lay everywhere, in their rooms, in the passageways, on the decks, and on all the dead faces was a look of convoluted or convulsive horror. As a report of the proceedings of the Merchant Marine Council put it, their frozen faces were upturned to the sun, the mouths were gaping open, and the eyes staring. Everyone was dead. Even the ship's dog, a small terrier, was lifeless, its teeth reared in anger or agony. But strangely, there was no sign of wounds or injuries on any of the bodies. That's all we'll give you right now. You can check out the episode once it's done. Coming soon. To a YouTube near you.
So yeah, the world is filled with unknowns.
Dark mysteries.
Stuff that's... There's a reason why things go bump in the night.
Me. I kid.
People need to learn to respect, to educate, and understand what is truly there.
Also, boats in general are just terrifying when it comes to like this paranormal stuff.
Ghost ships.
Ghost ships. That would be a good episode too. You see, what I found out is, the Bermuda Triangle in terms of ship and plane disappearance isn't actually that special.
Oh, well, do tell.
You see, the rates at which ships and planes disappear within the Bermuda Triangle is just as high as anywhere else in the ocean. The whole ocean is essentially the Bermuda Triangle.
Interesting.
Just more stories come out from the Bermuda Triangle because happenings there seem to be just a little more weird.
Oh, I just thought it would be a lovely place to go on vacation.
I mean, it very well could be.
Bermuda, I mean, come on.
I'm eating pizza rolls.
So, anyways, I guess we're gonna have to maybe edit the crap out of this.
Oh, that's gonna sound unnatural. People prefer it raw. They prefer their steak so raw that they just rather bite it straight out of the cow.
They want it mooing.
Oh, that's good. Good cheese pizza roll.
So, I'm like totally done.
You're dead?
I'm done.
Let's see, we're at 38 minutes.
Well, yeah, close to 40 minutes.
Close to 40 minutes. I think we can call it a night here. Sorry this episode wasn't as long. We're experimenting with the length. Tell us if you like the shorter or longer episodes more. We're still playing around. This is gonna get shaky until we get a solid platform that people like the most. So. And
next episode is going to be about Dr. George Meek and his invention known as the Spiricom, the Mark IV. And maybe we'll actually have some real audio clips from that.
That would be interesting. Or, I mean, we could try to build one ourselves.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey, but it can be done.
But this is Kevin.
This is Kain.
And thank you for listening to episode 2 of Nature's Darkest.
We'll see you next time.